In this video, we are going to learn a second important quality management techniques, that is failure mode effect analysis. In short, it is called as FMEA. It is a tool used to improve the design or the process so that the potential failures or potential risk is minimized, or for it will be more safety. Just see what is it. It is used to improve the design by discovering unanticipated failures. After that, it highlights the impact of the failures. During this study, you should understand how this failure will impact. That we are going to study in FMEA. It provides a method to characterize product safety. Okay, means the process or the product, by using this technique, it will be more safe. It also maintains or records or documents the logic of the engineers and related design and process consideration. Okay, that all it comes under this failure mode effect analysis. The document generated contains a very good information that will helps to new engineers for further or future design or process decisions. It will be the source of this document, failure mode effect analysis. Next, we are going to learn what are the steps. 10 steps are there that you have to consider in failure mode effect analysis, and after that we will see how it works with the help of one example or one case study. These are the steps. 10 steps to conduct FMEA. First, you have to review the design process. Means first you have to understand what is the need of the customer, what are the consideration they have done. All these things you have to study thoroughly. After that, you have to go for brainstorm potential failure modes. You need your design team or the persons, those who are working on it, and there should be 30 to 45-minute brainstorming, and after that you should identify, within your brainstorming you should identify what will be the potential failure modes for that particular product or for that particular process. After that, you have to list all the potential failure modes. And the fourth step is assign severity rating. It is very important how to assign severity ratings. Just see how to assign. If means how this effect failure mode will affect. If it should be ranked as a 1 if there is no effect. If it is having maximum severity, then you have to give rating as a 10. Means suppose there is a boiler and due to this failure in the boiler or bursting there may be the loss of life, then we can say that it is having maximum severity. Okay, even you take an example of bulb. When you are using household purpose, then if it is failed, then it have no problem. But in the operation theater, the bulb will fails, then it will be maximum severity to the working environment as well as patient. It will affect more. At that time, you have to consider the possible destruction to the property as well as people. You have to consider while assigning severity ratings. After that, fifth step is you have to assign occurrence ratings. Means this event or failure likely to be occurs, according to which you have to give the ranking. If it is extremely or unlikely, then you have to rank it 1. It is maximum likelihood, means chances of occurring the event is more, then you can say that 10 rating. And this 1, 2, 3, the according to the number of occurrence, you should able to give this rank or ratings to the occurrence. After that, the next step is assign the detection ratings. Means if it is, you can detect the failure before occurring or easy, then we can say that rank is 1. If there is extremely difficult to detect the failure, then it will be ranked as a 10. Okay, and 1 to 10 you have to give the assign of detection rating. Okay, the next is, after calculating severity rating, occurrence rating and detection rating, step number 4, step number 5, step number 6, you have to, in step number 7, you have to calculate risk priority number, that is RPN, and RPN is equal to severity into occurrence into detection. What you have calculated in step number 4, step number 5, step number 6, you have to multiply and you get a number. That number is called as risk priority number. In 8th step, you have to develop a plan to address high RPN. Suppose the risk priority number is very high, then what changes you should do in existing design or a process so that there should be the risk priority number should be reduced or low. If once you have developed a plan, then you have to take action and implement the plan. And after that, again you have to re-evaluate the RPN number. If the RPN number is less than the previous, then we can say that you have implemented failure mode effect analysis. Just we will see one case study so that you will understand how it works actually. Okay, to do a failure mode effect analysis, you have to first identify a component, a product where there is a need to reduce this risk priority number or failure modes. Just you require one document or worksheet for failure mode effect analysis. This document contains the component, the function of the component, and what will be the potential failure mode of that component. After that, what is the severity and its rating, its causes of failure and its rating, that is called as occurrence. Then what is the current condition, or we can say occurrence detection, then its rating. And once you have calculated the severity rating, occurrence rating, detection rating, you will able to calculate RPN. This will be the 7th step. After that, in 8th step, you have to make an action plan. 9th step, you have to make a action when the action is taken, and again you have to calculate after modification the process or the design. Again you have to calculate severity, occurrence, detection and RPN. Whole this document is important for the future engineers, those who will work on this process or the product. Just we will take one example here. An example of a gas cooler is taken, and which is used to condensate heat to the external environment. What will be the potential failure mode? There will be blockage in refrigerant flow. Okay, there is restriction to the refrigerant flow if it is going to fail. Then what will be the severity? The low cooling capacity, and the severity rating will be 8. What will be the occurrence? There is a blockage and this will, there is occurrence is very less, that's why the rating is 2, and the detection is very difficult, that the gas cooler failed to do to condense to the external environment, that's why the rating is 10. If you calculate the RPM number for this particular failure, it will be 6 into 2 into 10, it will be 120. Then some action is taken, the modification is taken for how to identify the detection of the failures. Then the action plan is taken, and once again they have calculated the RPM number, it is 72 after modification. You will identify, it will directly observable that before modification the RPM number is 120 and it is exactly reduced to more than it is near about 50% is reduced to 72. Means in this way the failure mode effect analysis is carried out. I think I hope that you will understand the 10 steps this particular schematic worksheet and how you have to fill this sheet, and this will help to reduce the RPM number and to improve the design of the product or that particular process, so that there will be more safety to the worker, more safety to the people, and the quality is improved. Okay, this from exam point of view, there will be only one short note. What write short note on failure mode effect analysis. At that time you have to write all the 10 steps, and with this sheet you have to explain how you are using this. And from MCQ point of view, there may be one question they ask, what is RPM number, severity into occurrence into detection. Okay, these things may be asked in university exam. Okay, thank you very much.